Grab a couple of packs of pony beads from the craft store and some frames from the dollar store. Disassemble the frame. Tear off a sheet of wax paper and use a pen to trace the inside and the outside of the border. Place the traced wax paper on the top of a baking sheet. Position beads randomly and closely within the traced border outline. Place the tray of beads in the oven. I placed the oven on 425 degrees for about 45 minutes. Use glue to adhere the melted beads to the frame. Now you have a unique and colorful frame that looks like art.
The next time you're at the dollar store, head to the office supplies and grab 3 of these brown clipboards. To change the color and give the boards an older feel, I'm going to use some creamy colored paint to cover both the boards and the metal clips. For the metal clips, I want to make sure to cover all of the clip, including the underside. The boards do soak up a bit of paint, but it doesn't take much to cover them. It's time to decorate the boards. Before I do, I want to give the metal clips a little bit of age, so I'm going to use some gritty sandpaper to knock off the paint from the edges and the high points. To finish up the boards, I want to add some special little touches to the bottom third of each one. I raided my lace and ribbon box and found lots of little bits of my grandmother's lace and some leftover ribbon. These will be perfect. I want each board to be a little different, so I'm just going to play with these and add layers of ribbon and lace until I like how it looks together. As a final little touch, I also want to add a little piece of the ribbon or the lace to the top hole in the clipboard. I'm just going to slip it through the hole and then tie it in a loose knot. Now I need to add my photos and the clipboards will be ready for hanging. To make hanging my new photo display super easy, I'm going to use command hooks. I just attach the removable strip to the wall and then stick the clip to it. I am thrilled with how pretty these clipboards look with the pictures of my family. Who knew a clipboard could look so good? I hope this has inspired you to grab some clipboards the next time you're at the dollar store and make your own photo display.
Want to spruce up a plain old picture frame? Well then grab a few bags of colored gems from your local Dollar Tree. Then place a sheet of parchment paper onto a cookie sheet and pour out all the gems onto it. Make sure they are all in an even layer. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees and place the gems inside for about 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes are up, pour all the gems directly into the ice water bath. You will hear them start to crackle and break. Let them sit for 5 minutes and then drain the water out into the sink. Now grab your plain picture frame and start gluing your crackled gems onto it. I use B7000 glue for this because it allows for some wiggle room before completely drying, unlike hot glue. After placing all the gems around your frame, put in a favorite picture inside and enjoy.
Reach for some beaded necklaces from your stash of Mardi Gras beads. Grab some large frames from the dollar store. Remove the glass and backing from the frame. Cut one of the beaded necklaces and place glue around the frame. Start to adhere and wrap one of the strands of the beads to glue on the frame. Cut another beaded strand to fill in any missing gap of beads. Add more glue to the frame. Adhere another strand of beads alongside the first strand of beads. Attach another layer of beads to completely fill the border of the frame. Reach for a paintbrush to paint the entire frame using black chalk paint. Use a smaller paintbrush to get into the crevices or coat the entire frame using black spray paint. And now you have an adorable and stylish set of beaded picture frames.
Head over to your local grocery store, grab a box of pasta, and get ready to make an adult version of those famous pasta preschool crafts you love so much. It is a couple copies of family photos, not the originals. You're going to begin by cutting a frame from cardboard if that's the way you're going to go. This is a great way to use up a side of a cardboard box you happen to have laying around. And go ahead and measure it against the picture that you're going to be using and create yourself a frame. Make sure you cut out the middle shape. The next thing you're going to do is warm up your glue gun and adhere the pasta all around the outside of the frame. Since you can use any shape, you can figure out how you want them to fit together. Elbow noodles would be so fun curved into one another. I chose this straight ziti pasta, and I tried to line up the ends, but sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. But I figured nobody's really going to be assessing it too closely, and I like the look of it being a little scattered. Once you have all the pasta adhered to the frame, just make sure that you've taken all those little strings off that glue leaves behind from the glue gun. Then head outdoors and paint the frame in your favorite holiday color. And then you want to bring it inside, grab a piece of ribbon, and make yourself a little loop for hanging, and just use a dollop of hot glue in order to stick that to the back. The last step is to glue your picture in place. This is why you want to use a copy. Do not use your original family photos. Glue them to the back side of the frame and then turn it around, and voila, you have a lovely little keepsake ornament that you can give to family members and put on your Christmas tree this year. Our big tree's not quite up yet, but we're going to display it here by our small one. And also we'll be using these as gifts this year.
Head to Dollar Tree and pick up fabric in the crafts section. Take the frame and a pencil, flip the frame on the back side of a piece of fabric, use a ruler or a paint stir stick to draw horizontal and vertical lines off the four corners of the frame. Create boxes the same depth of the frame from these marks. Cut on the marks with scissors or fabric roller and draw more cut marks as fabric is removed. Next, cut a diagonal line on the corner box cut marks and Mod Podge that fabric to the corners of the frames. Fold the fabric over on itself and then Mod Podge the rest of the fabric to wrap it around the exterior of the frame. Draw and cut diagonal lines in the center of the frame. Then take that fabric to wrap the interior side of the frame with Mod Podge. Once the Mod Podge dries, reassemble the frame and add your photo of choice.